there. But if you start off with the, it's not alive, it's not a person, it's not a human, those again, and I talked about this before, that what's alive is not a philosophical question. It's not a religious question. It's not a political question. And it's a scientific question that science has fully answered. And it's an argument that the pro-choice movement lost years and years ago. So it's just a clump of cells. Or I read this week about medical abortions eliminating this is the newest one I heard, was pregnancy tissue. That was I think New York Times actually was pregnancy tissue, or Washington Post was pregnancy tissue. So these are false arguments, and you just need to be clear to them what the science is. One of my favorite studies came out about a year and a half ago. It's a survey done of over 1,000 worldwide medical institutions, and they have almost 6,000 biologists responded to a survey. And one of the main questions was, does human life begin at conception? And a full 96% agreed that life begins at conception. And what's really funny is the pro-choice movement was very upset about this. And they said this clearly is a biased study. And in fact, it is a biased study, but it's biased against the life side, because nearly 90% of these biologists self-describe themselves as liberal, self-describe themselves as pro-choice, and a majority describe themselves as being non-religious. So I always say, let's stick to the most basic scientific fact in this debate, and that life begins at conception. And when they say it's not a human, being human is not a matter of degrees. You're either human or you are not. And that thing growing in your uterus is not an eggplant, and it's not a bicycle. We know what it is. So again, I just come back